Lots of things have transpired since June 8th, since the day that I stood up on the press conference here and accepted the role as general manager, and certainly very excited about the future of this franchise moving forward. Well, it was immensely enjoyable. Again, it's something that it's a 24/7 job. You really never take a step back and take a break, because there's always something going on. Actually, in some ways, the least busy time, for a general manager happens essentially after the trade deadline till, essentially the playoffs or the season is over, and then you hit the ground running again in those regards. But for that period of time from the trade deadline to now, certainly you turn into a fan a little bit, and you scoreboard watch, and you watch your team, with great anticipation. But taking in all the experiences that happened this year, certainly working with True North Sports and Entertainment, working with Craig Heisinger, working with Claude Noel, assembling the staff behind the scenes that we have. Very, very excited about moving forward and the things that are available to us in the future. I think Claude did a great job. I think the whole coaching staff did an exceptional job given the circumstances of transitioning a group of players from an area to a new area. Relocating them is no easy task, and certainly trying to implement a new system and implement a new culture into the organization is something that does take time. But I think if you look at statistics, of the players, the majority of them increased in many key areas of the statistical analysis of things. But at the end of the day, the one key statistic that really matters is the wins, and that's something that moving forward they're going to continue to work tirelessly at. I think for us, it's about improvement in a lot of different areas, but certainly I'd love to get bigger. I think that from a size perspective, there are areas that we would like to address, be it short term or in the long term. But that is an area that I think we could certainly improve upon. But again, there's to pinpoint one single place. It might not be the true evaluation and analysis of our team. I think that the best moves that we can probably honestly say that helped us is turning the opportunity for this team to get better over to the younger guys. Guys like Burmy, who played a much more significant role in the kind of second half of the season with respect to his ice time and the quality of his ice time. Having obviously a year to look at it in retrospect, there's lots of things that come into play in those regards. Obviously there's some young things on the horizon that we hope can come in and help us improve. Mark Scheifele is someone that we hope is getting closer to coming to fruition, to getting to the National Hockey League on a regular basis. But all these things still take time, so we'll see. But as far as one particular move, I think that again, the moves in its totality have kind of been the ones that have helped us the most. Well, I think the fans were instrumental in the transition for our players this year. That in the sense that they were felt very welcome, both in the community, but obviously in the MTS Center. And to hear opposing general managers talk to me about it, and to hear opposing players literally lining up at face-offs with some of our team members and saying like, this place is great. Those are stories that again, they're not scripted. They happen and they're real, and those are something that mean a lot to the growth of this franchise and this community. And this community should be extremely proud with how they welcome the team. And I know the players, again, to a man, had tremendous things to say about being a part of it and looking forward to the future.